Hi guys, how's it going? So I'm here to do some more Christmas stuff. We're gonna make this snowflake, crochet this snowflake today. First I wanted to show you just a couple of things. I just made these. I thought they were really fun. They're just circles and you fold them in half and then glue the halves together, and I have a video on how to do that if it's not clear. Like I made this chain last year with these same kind of circles, and I'll link that video so you can look at that. But then I just added, I put a loop of string in the middle before I totally glued it shut, and I put a couple of beads and a little sequin on the bottom, and then on the top I've just got one of my tiny buttons and another bead, and I think it looks super cute. And you could put this on like a tiny tree. I'm sending these three to my sister because she has a tiny live tree in a pot, and they would be just the right size, I think. So yeah, I made those. And then last time we did the quick snowflakes, the so-called 5-minute ones. So I made 3 of them, and this is what they look like after you use the Mod Podge Stiffy stuff. They come out really good. The edges are really nice, the points, and those are super easy. I'll link to that video too. But let's get started with today's snowflake. I made a ton of these. These are like my favorite one for this Christmas anyway. I'm giving a bunch of people one of these. Now this one is not stiff yet. I haven't put the stiffy stuff on it yet, and it's not pulled together in the middle tight yet. That'll be a smaller circle once I weave in these ends. But yeah, this is basically what it'll look like. So I'm going to use my cool crochet hook that I just got from an art festival, a women's art festival here in Minneapolis. Just got this last week, I think. And it is a size A, which is 2 millimeters. And I'm going to use this fun variegated green thread. I'm hoping I have enough. I think I do. We'll see. If not, I've got the backup green thread here in case I run out. So you can either start with a magic circle, which I'm not going to do, or you can start with a chain 6 and then join the chain to make a circle. So that's what I'm going to do. So 1, whoop, 2, 3, whoop. I got to get used to, I haven't done any crocheting yet today, so my hands are not ready and willing. So it gets slippery using this tiny little hook and tiny thread. But we'll get there. 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then you do a slip stitch through the first stitch and pull it through your stitch on your hook to get a circle. Now we're going to do a chain 6, which I know sounds like a lot, but don't worry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we're going to do a stitch into the loop. It's going to be a double triple, which sounds terrifying, but I just think of it as a fourple, right? Because all it is like a single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, except it's one more. I don't know why they call it a double triple instead of a fourple. I think fourple sounds cooler. So we're going to call it a fourple. So you do yarn over 3 times on your hook. Then you go through your circle, yarn over and pull one through, and then just like, you know, the single crochet, double crochet, or triple crochet, you do yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So we just did it 4 times instead of, you know, 3 for a triple. So it's a fourple. See what I mean? Okay, so that chain 6 was like your first fourple. So we're just going to keep those 2 babies together. Then we're going to do a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, come on, 4, and 5. And now we're going to do 2 more of the fourples. So yarn over 3 times. Just make sure you don't lose any of those, that they all stay on the hook. So yarn over and pull through the circle, then yarn over, pull through 2, that's 1, yarn over, pull through 2, that's 2, yarn over, pull through 2, that's 3, and 1 more, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's 4. There's your first fourple of that grouping. Now you want to do yarn over 3 times again, because we're going to do 1 more. Through the circle, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over and do the whole thing again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now you've got another grouping of 2. So we're going to do another chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then we're going to do another 2 fourples, and you're going to keep doing this until you get 6 of the groupings of 2 fourples. Got it? Or 6 chain 5 spaces. You need both of those. 6 groupings of 2 and 6 groupings, or 6 chain 5 spaces. So let's do 2 more fourples. Yarn over 3 times, go through the circle, get that tail out of the way. Come on. Okay. Pull it through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Sometimes it's stubborn, this thread. Whoop. Okay, I lost it. Go back. I'm just going to stick those back on. Okay, try that again. And if you lose it, in fact, I'll just show you. You know, if I'm pulling through here, oh, and I think it only went through 1, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to take that stitch off, pull it off, and do it again. So you just start over with 3 yarn overs on the hook. So don't panic if, you know, it falls off or you lose a loop. You can just start the stitch over. It's not the end of the world. Okay, did it again. See, I'm getting lots of practice showing you how to fix this mistake. Alright. See if we can get it this time. Yarn over. Pull through 2. I don't think it went all the way over. It's like twisting or something. Ah. Okay, now I think I got it. Yarn over, pull through 2 more. Come on. Okay. Okay, this stitch is being stubborn. There. Okay, got that one done. One more for this grouping, so you do the yarn over 3 times again. Go through your circle. Is that the circle? No, it's not. Okay, make sure you go through the circle and not another stitch. That's the circle. Okay. It's usually easier than this, but because I'm filming and looking through the camera to make sure I'm in line, it's a little harder. Okay, got those 2. So now we've got 3 groupings of 2, and we're going to keep going until we have 6 groupings of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. I've got my 6 pairs of fourples, or double triples if you want to be technical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there needs to be the chain 5 space between each one of those, so it looks like I need to do one more here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're gonna slip stitch through the top of that chain 6 we did at the beginning of the round. Okay, you guys see that? Yeah. Okay, slip that through and then pull it through here. Okay, so that was round 1. Got this lovely ring. So now for round 2, we start by getting into that first chain 5 space, and really we already have a stitch through this stitch, so all we need to do is go 1 over into the chain 5 space and do a slip stitch to get over there. Okay, now we're going to do some double crochets. So we'll start with a chain 3 for the first one that stands in for the first one, and then we do 4 more, or 4 double crochets for a total of 5 double crochets. Okay, so we did our chain 3. Now we need to do 4 double crochets. All right, and you know how to do those. Those are easy. Here's 1. Are we still in the right space? Yes, okay. And you can scoot the stitches over to give you some room, because you're going to need a lot of room. Stay in camera here. Okay, so we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. Okay, so that's 5, basically 5 double crochets, right? So now we're going to do, I got to get some slack here on my thread. All right, so now we're going to do chain 3. Just a little space. Okay, and then we're going to do another 5 double crochets into this same chain 5 space. Okay, so come on, and boy, it's really hard to do these standing up. 1 and a 2. And you don't have to do these with thread. I mean, I just like making tiny things. You can do it with yarn too, although you will need a bigger crochet hook. Okay, number 3. And 4. Get on there, come on. See if there. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need one more. And as you've probably guessed, we're going to do this combination in each one of the chain 5 spaces. That's 5 double crochets, chain 3, 5 more double crochets. And we don't do anything with the fourples, we just skip over those. So we go right to the next chain 5 space. Okay. Oops, that one didn't go through there. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, now I gotta scoot those over because I need room. So that's what it looks like. It's just a little triangle space over the fourples when you skip over them. Okay, so now we do chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and 5 more double crochets. I did get 5, right? 1, 2, yeah. Okay. Cooperate thread. There we go. 1, 2. There. 3. Just want to finish at least 2 of these on camera so I can show you what it looks like. And then we'll look at the finished one to kind of see where we are working in relation to the whole thing. Come on. We're not cooperating. There. Is that 4? Yes, one more. Down. There we go. Okay, there's 5. Alright, so that's what it's looking like. And then if we look at the finished one, you can see we're working on this part, these double crochets. And if you can believe it, there's only one more round after this round, and then you're done. And you have all these lovely points, rounded points. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish doing this combination all the way around. So remember, it's 5 double crochets, chain 3, 5 double crochets. Then you skip over the fourples and go to the next chain 5 space and do that all the way around. Okay, so I will meet you at the end of this round. Okay, so I'm done with all of my double crochets and chain 3 spaces. I've gone all the way around. Now we're going to end, as you might expect, with a slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that we started with. And I am going to try and do this sitting down because it's easier for me to crochet sitting down. We'll see if I can stay in the zone where you can see I drew myself a little box here on a piece of paper. Okay, so now we're going to do the last round, round 3. And this is, I think it's really fun. It seems weird at first, but you'll get used to it. So what you're doing is you're kind of creating picots out of these little tiny, well, you're creating circles out of picots, I guess. And then little bumps from picots. So it's lots and lots of picots. All right, so we got our slip stitch. Now we're going to start with a chain 1. And then, oh, my hook is backwards. Okay. And then we're going to go into this space that is between, that's basically over the fourples. That's between the chain 5s. So we're just going to go into that space and do 1 single crochet. Okay. Pull that through. And then we're going to do the first picot. So a chain 3, 3, and then, or no, actually, okay, scratch that. It's a chain 4. It's a chain 4 at the beginning of the round. Okay, and then you're going to go back into, you're going to do a double crochet, but where you're going to do it is back into one of these stitches, one of these chains right here. You're going to do it on the 3rd one from the hook, so 1 from the bottom, but you can count down 1, 2, 3 into that one. Okay, and then you just do your double crochet. And then you're going to do 1 more. You always do 2 into these picots, at least on this project. So 2 double crochets into that 3rd chain. Okay? And then you're going to attach it back to the snowflake in this space, which is the first chain 3 space. So you just do a single crochet there to attach it. Okay, and now we're going to go up. So we're going to work on the first one of these that stick out at the top. Okay, so we do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then guess what? We're going to do 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. So yarn over, go into that 3rd stitch down. Get in there. So there's 1 double crochet, do 1 more. Okay, so you've got the first half of that thing that's sticking up. To get the next half, we're going to go up some more. So we do 5, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go down 3 and do 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1 double crochet and 2. Okay. So to make that circle, to bring those together, we are going to go down to the base here, and on that single crochet that we use to attach this to the snowflake, the body of the snowflake, we're just going to do a slip stitch through that base stitch. I get in there. So pull it through, and then you pull it through the stitch on your hook. Oops, didn't quite get all of it, kind of split. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now my thread. Okay, so we attached it at the base, so now if you look at it, you've got your first little circle or point of the snowflake. Okay, and we're just going to continue around and keep making those. So the next thing that we do, so we're going to do another chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to double crochet twice into the 3rd chain down. I know this seems complicated, but it's really just a bunch of these little picots. Just think of it that way. Okay, did I do 2? No, I've only done 1. Lose count when I start talking. Okay, so you always do 2. All right, so now we're going to attach it to this space, but first we're going to do a chain 1, and that's just to, I think, help it lay nicer across this way. See how these have a little space in between the bumps? That's what we're doing. We're putting a chain 1 after our picot before we attach it there. And then the next thing we're going to do, we're back to sort of the beginning of the repeat. So we're going to do a chain 4, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the 3rd chain down, which will leave the 1 chain kind of extra here, so there's 1 on each side of this attachment point, if that makes sense. And if that's more information than you want, then just do your chain 4 and don't think about it too hard. Okay? Because we started with the chain 4, right? That was our chain 4. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. There's 1. And 2. Okay, and now we're going to attach it to this chain 3 space just with a single crochet. Now see how that lays really nicely across there with 1 stitch on either side of the attachment point? Okay, so now we're going up again, so we do a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down, or the 3rd chain down, whatever. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Okay, now we've got half of our circle here. So we're going to keep going up. We do chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we do 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. Okay. Come on. Okay, I just want to check my camera angle. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to bring it back down and attach to the base with a slip stitch. Pull it through there, and then we've got our circle. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now we're going across. So we're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I need some more slack on my thread. Okay. So we got chain 3. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. That was 1. And 2. And now we need that extra stitch because we're attaching to this space here. So we're going to do chain 1 and then attach with a single crochet. Are you starting to get it where we are? Okay, now we do a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just remember the chain 4 is right after you do the chain 1 and then single crochet to attach it. That's the only time you do a chain 4 for the picot. Okay, so we got our chain 4. Now did I do 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. Just got to double check. Okay, so then we're going to do our 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. Right after I get it in there. Okay. Now what? I think I lost my last. Okay, something's screwy here. Hold on. If something doesn't look right, you just got to back up a little ways until you recognize where you are. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I need one more. And then double crochet into that 3rd chain down. Okay, got 2 double crochets into that, and now I'm going to attach to the chain 3 space just with a single crochet. Okay, and there, now we've got our 1 chain on either side of the attachment point. Okay, now do you know where we are? What do we do next? A chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. Okay, I've done so many of these now, it's just kind of automatic. Okay, so we're still going up, so we need to do chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we do 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. 1, 2, 3. Where did you go? That one. Is that the 3rd one down? That looks like the 2nd one down. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. Okay. And now if you look at that, you realize we have to bring it down to the base to make that circle, to make these 2 halves into a circle. So we're doing a slip stitch into this base stitch. Sometimes it takes a minute to get your hook into the right place. Come on, you do it, yay! Okay, pull that through, and then we have our circle. Okay, which you'll see in a minute. Now we do chain 3, a 1, come on, 2, 3, then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. Okay, it's not cooperating. Why are you not cooperating? There it goes. Okay. 2, and if you see where we are, you know that we're going to attach it to the space between the chain 5 holes or over the top of the fourples, so we need a chain 1. Okay, come on. Alright, and then we just did the chain 1, so that must mean we're doing chain 4 next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just going to do this one more point, and then I hope it will have made sense by now, and you can do the rest by yourself. We'll just do this one more point. Okay, so we got our chain 4, 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. There's 1. And 2. Okay, now we attach to the chain 3 space with just a single crochet. And now we go up. So another chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. Okay, and then we do a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. So 1, 2, 3. There's 1 and 2. Okay, now we need to attach it at the base with the slip stitch. Okay, and that is your little circle done. It's always hard to see at this point when you still gotta get your hook away from it farther. Okay, so we'll just finish the round, and we do that by chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. Come on. My thread is being difficult. Let's try it again. Okay. 1. And 2, then we do chain 1 and attach to that space over the fourples. Okay, and then the next thing you do is the chain 4. All right, and just keep going around until you will end in the middle of this side. So the last thing you'll do is the chain 1, and then you're going to attach it to the beginning single crochet that we did at the beginning of this round. Remember, we did a chain 1 and then a single crochet. So we're going to attach our chain 1 to the single crochet at the beginning of the round. So I will meet you right there, right before we do that. So be right back. Okay, so we're almost finished. I just finished this point, and now I see the next one, the point is already done, so I know I've gone all the way around. So all I need to do is that chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch down. That's 1, 2, and if you look, you can see this picot's already done. That's the one we started with. So all we have to do is chain 1, and then instead of excuse me, instead of attaching to this space, we're attaching to the single crochet up here that was already done at the beginning of the round. So just stick your stitch in there, slip it through. This is a slip stitch, just like the way you pretty much end all the rounds in this snowflake. And then pull it through. Come on, you can do it, little snowflake. Yay. Okay, and then we just cut. Give yourself some room to weave in the tail. Pull that through, and we're done. And isn't it cute? I think it's awesome. Now, I neglected to mention at the beginning, but I did not design this snowflake. The person who designed it is named Jessica Wyfall or Wiffall. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but she is on Ravelry, and she had this as a free pattern, part of a booklet of a bunch of patterns. She called it the Hedy snowflake. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's probably Norse or something. Anyway, it starts with an H. So I'll put a link in the show notes, or in the description box to her Ravelry page if you want to look at the written out pattern. I know some people it's easier to watch someone do it. Some people it's easier to see it on paper. I personally like to watch someone do it, but yeah, whatever works for you. So I will put the link down below. And one other thing I wanted to mention is you can, if you like an odd number of points, you can alter this easily and just do 5 points instead of 6. All you got to do is when you do that first round is make sure you have 5 groups of 2 fourples instead of 6. And from there, it's easy. You just do all the repeats the same, but you only have 5 instead of 6. So, yeah, just thought I'd mention that. Looks a little different. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thought it was really fun. I think it's an awesome little snowflake. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Ooh, if I can pull this down. It's attached over the top of where my phone is filming. This is what I'm going to make next in the next video. Can you see that? It's a paper ornament. Oh my gosh, that's way too close. Let's see if we can back up. There, that's the top of it. This is what it looks like. So it's basically just like those round ones that I showed you at the beginning, only I designed my own shape. So I'm going to do that in the next video, and I'm going to give you a freebie, which is a this pattern basically, in case you want to use it. I think it's really fun. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!